Imagine a wind-whipped forest in the dead of winter, pine needles cracked underfoot. A woman named La Loba is hunting not for deer or birds, but for bones. She gathers them gently, whispers forgotten names, and pieces together the skeletons until the wild spirit trapped inside wakes up. What power do these bones hold? What does La Loba's ritual tell us about what's been lost and how to find it again? Stay with me. Dr. Clarissa Estés introduces us to the wild woman, a force inside every woman that pulses with instinct and raw authenticity, yet is in danger of being silenced. Why is her voice muffled, and what happens when you listen closely? In one of the book's most vivid tales, La Loba roams deserts collecting bones of wild animals. She doesn't just hoard these relics, she sings over them, breathes life into what's lost, awakening their spirit. This isn't fairy tale nonsense. La Loba's ritual is a metaphor for reconnecting with your wild, creative soul after it's been broken down by conformity or pain. Think of the wild woman like a wild forest. If you keep chopping down trees, installing fences, and paving paths, the forest looks tame but loses its magic. The wild woman thrives only where natural forces run free. She's the instinct, passion, and creativity refusing to be domesticated. Without her, life becomes colorless, predictable, and dull. When women reclaim their wild woman, they don't just find lost parts, they heal deep wounds. This rebirth leads to intuition sharper than any logic and creativity that flows like a river. The surprise: this wildness isn't reckless chaos, it's a profound source of healing and wisdom hiding in plain sight. Estés doesn't just tell us about the wild woman, she shows us through myths and fairy tales soaked in culture and history. But why do these old stories matter now? What magic do they contain for your psyche? Take the haunting story of Bluebeard's wife, who unlocks the forbidden room despite warnings. Instead of being punished for curiosity, she transforms her fear into power. Estés digs into this story to reveal that sometimes breaking rules to confront our shadow self is essential for growth. No one else will do this for us. Fairy tales aren't just kid stuff, they're beautifully coded psychological GPS systems. Like using a treasure map, these stories guide us through the dark forests of fear, shame, and false beliefs toward self-discovery. Each character and plot twist, a beast, a wise woman, a monstrous husband, mirrors aspects of your own psyche waiting to be understood. When you embrace these myths, they become living tools, unlocking hidden parts of your strength you didn't know existed. They shift from childhood tales to powerful medicine that lets you reclaim your voice and rewrite your story. Suddenly, you're no longer a victim, but the fierce heroine of your own life. What if the wild woman is not just a metaphor, but an active force begging to be reborn inside you? Dr. Estés offers a blueprint for this rewilding, but it's not about tantrums or rebellion. It's something deeper and more transformative. One story describes a woman silenced by years of societal shoulds, losing touch with her gut feelings. By slowly tuning back in through journaling, nature walks, and ritual, she recovers her intuition and speaks her truth in ways that surprise and shake her world. It's the wild woman waking up, refusing to be quiet any longer. Estés argues that creativity is the wild woman's heartbeat. Whether it's painting, singing, or even daydreaming, unleashing creative expression acts like medicine, restoring vitality and courage. Think of creativity as wildfire. It can both destroy restrictive old patterns and illuminate new paths forward. Finally, the book challenges you to strip away the social masks, politeness, perfectionism, people-pleasing, and live with fierce authenticity. This isn't easy, it means discomfort and risk. But the reward is living fully, wildly, a life rich with passion, freedom, and soul-deep joy that most never dare to chase. Remember La Loba's bones, the pieces of wildness you thought lost. They're not dead, just waiting. When you gather your own bones, your instincts, your forgotten dreams, and breathe life into them, that wild woman awakens. So tonight, try it. Pick one part of yourself you've ignored or tamed. Whisper to it, write about it, dance with it. Let her howl. That's where the real magic begins. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.